No, 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 no! Damn it!
Welcome back, guys. This is Act 3. I hope you're all sitting comfortably. We're going to find out if we can get to this Norwegian base. Man, it's been good so far. I'm really looking forward to this next part. Hope you are too. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. As always, guys, you know it does help me out, so keep it up. And thanks for your support in this series so far. Let's keep on pushing. He has a long way to go on foot, and he can barely make these first few steps. It doesn't bode well. It looks like, thankfully, the flashback is coming to the rescue.
This is really state-of-the-art technology. It weighs a ton.
It weighs a ton.
Come on.
Right.
You can do it.
Up in the Highlands.
I know.
It's just what I could cobble together with a meager budget.
I just wanted to make sure that if I was carrying the kitchen sink, it was a scientifically useful kitchen sink.
Right, we're up here for a weather report.
To tell you, I heard from Molly just before we left.
Oh yes, Molly. Molly the Red.
Oh, I hadn't heard anything since she was arrested.
Me
Molly the
neither
commie.
until now. Well, it's been awful, as you'd expect. Arrested and questioned like that for so long. She sounded a bit shaken. Didn't sound like her at all.
Well, this is the trouble when you get in bed with the Soviets.
So is she still under arrest?
Well, that's what she was calling about. She was being released without charge.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Oh.
Well, it's better than her still being locked up, that's for certain, but something was a little off about it.
What do you mean off?
You suspect something's going on? Foul play?
Something must be going on. But I can't put my finger on it. She wasn't being very clear. She wasn't sure if she wants to come back to college.
Oh, I think
I've
I've had an idea. Do you remember the professor was a bit upset at the protests?
Sounds like it's really affected her.
I wonder if he made a false claim.
I hope it doesn't ruin things. Her academic career, everything, you know. So many people think that where there's smoke, there's fire. It's bloody unfair.
Mud sticks.
You don't know she's not coming back.
No, but I know there are people who'd much rather she didn't.
Interesting. Interesting.
Wouldn't like to be in her shoes, that's for sure.
This Cold War suddenly feels a bit real, doesn't it?
Speaking of cold, back in Antarctica, we found the Twin Peaks. Into the shadow of the Valley of Death. Onward we go. I know that's not the real quote, but that's the best I could do. So yeah, Molly, as you may remember in the last episode, she was arrested on suspicion of having links with the Communist Party and the Soviet Union. Clearly they're released without charge, found nothing, but whoever accused her, that's what Clara's suggesting, that is enough, really, for people to think that she was involved in something, and that could just potentially devastate her career and get her out of college and effectively stop the protests. Now, the only person who was really against them that we are aware of was the professor, so it's a high likelihood he just lied to get her investigated.
Hello?
Hello? Shall I send it up?
Oh, careful, we'll get some UFO reports if we let this thing go, but go for it.
Go for it.
I'll never tire of doing that. Taken all your readings? I've just completed mine for the day.
Oh, very efficient. I'd expect nothing less.
Oh, well, you know me. Ready for the walk back?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think she was mocking me a little bit.
There's something I want you to see first.
Sounds intriguing.
Follow me, you'll see. Fancy we climb?
A wee climb? That
You
looks
can make
like
it
a
up there.
very big one.
I can. Can you? Come on. Together we can make it to the top.
Why do I feel like this is about to go horribly wrong?
Here, put one hand here, it'll help you up. If I can do this as a girl, I can do it again now.
Your parents allowed you to climb this.
They didn't know. My brother took me.
He looks a little nervous. I don't know if it's the animation making him
Those
shake
readings,
like that.
Peter, I've been wanting to talk to you about them.
Are they consistent with what they've been reporting in South America?
They're not as high, but they're high. Oh, your equations still work. It doesn't disprove the model. We can still plot the paths of the air currents. But still, something's not right.
Something's not right. When did they find the Gulf Stream? I wonder if this is like around the time that they discovered it. Maybe I'm wrong, but isn't that... no, maybe it was more around the wartime, because I think that's how Japan were able to get things... Oh, there was something to do with warfare that discovered the Gulf Stream, I believe. And I think it was Japan who found it.
Keep down.
Oh, what is it?
The white-tailed eagle. Haven't seen one in years.
Amazing things.
It's caught something.
It's called the weather balloon.
Is this
Oh no.
I thought they were extinct, poisoned by pesticides.
She's come out just for us.
A new life, eh? Oh,
Wonder if we'll see anything like that again. Wonder where it came from.
Oh, having a little mental trouble here.
it makes me think, where did it come from? I mean, the extra radiation. Where did that come from?
You sure it's not a quirk of all this new equipment?
Extra radiation. Hole in the ozone layer. Nuclear missile testing.
All the instruments can't be giving inflated readings. Oh, come on, take my hand. There you go. Right.
Right. Let's try and work it out.
All right, so what do we know? We know the readings are at their highest down in the southern hemisphere.
And not as high here, up north.
Right.
It's being diluted somehow, is my thinking. Mixed in by all the currents.
That would make sense.
Well, it's heading from the south up to the north.
Yes.
Oh, she's buried herself in the rock there. Or just pretend it was really long grass. It's beautiful up here.
Your model of the air currents. That would prove that's what's happening, that there's this general movement north.
I think we need to find out where this radiation came from in the first place.
We've been running the model forwards all this time, but our starting point has always been South America.
I could look again at the model, perhaps.
Run it differently, you mean?
Run it backwards. See where these air currents originate.
The radiation has to be coming from somewhere.
Somewhere further south.
South of the Antarctic Circle, maybe? I don't know. Whatever this is, people are going to want to hear about it.
I hope so.
I think we might be onto something.
I think they're onto something too. So what mystery is this? I mean, I don't know whether this is like a fantasy story
This is bigger than just clouds,
or
you mean?
fiction.
Bigger than clouds! Although I know you can't believe such a thing.
Ah, I might, given the chance.
It might be what this paper's meant to be about.
So I wonder if, you know, if this is a work of fiction or they're actually giving us an account of what actually happened in history. I don't know. I don't know. It's very interesting. I think we keep going. We are actually gonna meet polar bears.
Look at this.
Beautiful. So
hold
simple. But it looks incredible.
Just want to get a bit higher. I know a spot.
I think we got some of the Scottish heather here. It's the purple.
It's windy up here. Are you cold?
Oh god. Yep.
Cold! The very idea.
I love that he's got these memories with him. Potentially what's keeping him going. Except they're getting much shorter and more frequent. I wonder if that means he's getting closer to either his goal or his death. I hate to say it. I just said it. Sorry.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I've had an idea.
Beautiful idea. It would be a beautiful thing.
It would be. If you wanted to do it. It would change the whole focus of the paper. You might be needing some help.
I think I know the perfect person.
Would you like to help me with it?
Writing it? Well, of course. It could be that beautiful subject I was talking about.
Your subject.
Of course not. It could be ours, though. This beautiful thing. If you wanted it to be.
Come here.
Oh, these two, man. These two. I hope it all ends
It
up
wouldn't last.
well.
What?
The rain.
Oh,
Think we could make it to those trees down there?
if we run.
Here it comes.
If it hits us, you could take my jacket.
Cross your heart.
Cross my heart.
Let's go then.
God, not a good place to be in bad weather. If there's storms, worst place you can stand under a
This
bloody
isn't the
tree.
way back, is it?
I know another way around. Don't worry. We'll
What's
get
she
less
doing?
wet.
Wait!
Exciting, isn't it?
Yes, but slow down!
I mean the new idea, the paper.
Yes! Yes, it's great! It's great, really. Finally.
It's taken him, what was it, 3 years? He was at college trying to make something of this paper. And they always say a problem shared is a problem halved. And together they figured it out. That's the best way we move forward sometimes. Collaboration. I'm telling you a load of stuff you already know. I'm sorry about that. My commentary is sometimes the thoughts in my head just leak out of my mouth. And some of you may be thinking, well, that's bloody obvious. Why are you saying that? What have we got up ahead? Seriously? There's a fun fair up here. That's what that looked like. How bizarre. So he's hallucinating in his hallucinations. Oh no. Fun fair of the Antarctica. My god, I think that's more, that should say unfair rather than fun fair. What is going on? Oh, okay. It's another interlaced memory.
It's so much better at night, don't you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I saw them setting up this afternoon. It was all chaos and scaffolding, but now it's more... Oh, I don't know. Exciting, I suppose. Not just all that. This.
This.
You realize this is a big occasion, don't you? It's the first time you've taken me out, Dr. Hamilton.
No.
At night, in public. Not working, not hiding a wee anywhere. We're out courting.
Cuddly toy?
Oh, you know me so well. Go on then, boys and their toys.
Watch this.
Oh no, that's always the thing you say just before you make a fool of yourself.
Good grief, what are you doing?
As you said, courting.
Are you now?
You know you're not supposed to actually shoot the cuddly toys.
10 shots, sir. There you go. Knock down all the cans, the bear's yours. Or more likely yours. Well,
I think this one's more for him.
Not many men can do what I'm about to do.
Oh
And you
no,
have good
he's
aim,
doubling
do you?
down.
My knight in shining armor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I always thought I'd be good in the army.
If only books hadn't gotten in the way. Go on then, prove yourself, army man.
Here we go. Now, do you think I can actually make this work? Oh, I can. Oh no. There you go.
No, maybe I had you all wrong.
One down. Okay, straight down.
You
The
really
middle.
don't need to prove anything.
That's it,
Oh,
my
no.
lad, only another 5 of them.
Oh god, I'm actually shooting soldiers. This is horrific. The toy soldiers little Petey had in his room. Headshots.
Now what's he up to, cheeky little bugger, spoiling our game? Go on, see if you can... Ah! You missed him.
Oh, I did miss him. Doesn't matter, I got rounds to spare. What's going on?
That's enough, I think.
What's the matter, Peter?
I'm fine.
Those memories of home still really painful.
Clara?
All getting a little surreal now, isn't it? Mixtures of timelines, memories. I think he really is beginning to lose it out here. You know, not entirely a surprise, is it? Fortune teller. I could do with that right now. Oh yes, where are we supposed to go? I'm just going to keep on wandering around until we appear back in the Antarctic. Oh. Red lights. Straight for that. I tell you what, it could be the blood trail we've been talking about. God, it's really alien. But it looks like he's found... Oh, is this Antarctica or not? Please say it is. He's back in his jacket, so maybe. Has he found the base? Oh god, it's a nuclear bunker.
Radiation.
This is why it's...
My god, what's going on here?
Oh. So the extra radiation is being produced in Antarctica. What a scandal. Can you imagine? That is if this is where we are. It is where we are. So there's a nuclear bunker buried in the mountainside in Antarctica. But who has put it here? And is this really what he came to look for, this increase in radiation? I mean, this is the way to get your paper published. Oh, look at that, the CCCP. Yes, this is the Soviet Union. And it looks just like the fairground sign. No wonder he was hallucinating that. So I'm just going to keep going straight towards that symbol. Oh, it's such a shame I can't turn the camera and show you more of the area, but it looks like we're in between the two peaks, right? But there is a door open. Oh, praise be. Just if not to warm up for a while. Oh, and a radio. Okay, see if we can get in touch with our friend.
Is anybody out there?
Floyd! Floyd, are you there?
We're at 80, Peter. Thank God. Tell me some good news.
What about another base that's been abandoned?
Oh, not yet, Floyd, I'm sorry. There was barely any fuel. I've walked all this way.
Are you alright, Peter? Where are you?
Got a clue?
I'm alive. I'm just very cold. I don't know what this place is. It wasn't on the map. Another base. Lots of big machines.
Another base? Are there any people there?
Oh.
There were.
Oh no.
Lots. At the fun fair. Clara was there.
What the hell? Mate, are you keeping it together?
Yeah, no, there was no one. Just a mine. A radioactive symbol.
Come on. God, where the hell are we? Can you see anything else?
Yep, a boat and a lake. In fact, there's a canoe there as well.
Floyd, I can see the ship at last. Mountains, bay, ship, like we said.
You can see it? You can see the Norwegian ship?
I can. I can see it on the far side of the water. And there's a boat. A small boat on this side.
Okay, so that's something. Do you think you can use it to get across?
Oh God. Not rowing. No, I can't get in a boat. Not now. Not out there.
You don't want to give up this close to the finish line. I'm counting on you.
Go, man, go. Go, man, go.
We're not gonna die out here. You can count on me.
Peter, please listen to me. You know where you are now. This is the last push. You've made it this far. I know you can do it.
Can't believe he survived out there, sat inside that plane
Hello?
all this time. It's remarkable.
Wait, I'll go when I'm ready.
No. If you hang around, we've got a problem, mate. There's a storm coming your way. I know because I'm in the thick of it now. You don't want to get caught out on the water when the river hits. Look, I know you're tired, Peter. But if you don't get moving now, you'll never cross the water. Who knows when the storm will clear? You've got to leave now.
He's right, man, he's right.
It's all I've got, Floyd. You know that. I'm giving it everything.
You have to. Please, Peter. I don't want to die here.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
Go on, mate. Go. Get out of there. Go on.
Floyd, man, he's been my sanity. But how do we know that that's the Norwegian boat? We can't see any flags or its true colours.
Good to see you at last. You look well.
We were just talking about you, old chap.
Here, we got the first round in to celebrate.
Fox and the Hound.
Oh, thank you.
Heard the paper's going shockingly well at last.
It is, thank you.
John, your eminent professor, mentioned it. Gather you showed him an early copy.
Word spreads when something's good, that's all.
Never seen the man so delighted. So, I propose a toast. To Peter.
To Peter.
Stop it.
I'll take the compliment, will you, Peter? May this be one foot inside the club.
Inside the club?
So all in all, I hear it's been a very productive summer. Got everything you wanted in Scotland.
Oh, here we go.
It's an inspiring place, yes. Very beautiful.
Oh, she is. She is.
What are you talking about?
My hands are clean. I just mentioned Clara.
That was it. Clara, good man, Peter. Like I said, inspiration.
Sorry, shouldn't I have said anything?
I'd rather it was kept quiet. I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea, that's all. Clara's been helping with the readings and...
Helping? Well, bit of note-taking here and there, filing.
that kind of thing. A lot of writing, too.
Well, I thought it was more, assisting them writing.
It definitely is. Tell the truth, man.
No, she's done a lot on it now. Changed the focus of it a little, too.
Oh, I see. So wouldn't that make it a joint paper?
Absolutely.
Sam, I think we all know that Peter is the real professor in waiting here.
Oh, God, here we
I
go.
think he knows better than anyone how much he put into it and who wrote what. Isn't that right, Peter?
Huh.
Of course.
And he's well aware his chances of promotion would be considerably lower if he'd only done half the work in collaboration.
What? No, be angry.
No, I didn't know that.
How do you... What do these colours mean? I've totally forgotten. They only showed us them once at the beginning of the game. I've just been pressing the ones that look the most...
Collaboration isn't a bad thing.
happy.
No, I agree.
Unless, of course, you're that girl Molly, collaborating with the communists.
I think the word you're looking for is collusion.
Well, didn't work out too well for her either way. Shame, really. I'd have happily colluded with her.
Joe.
Ah, you're right. Too
This
complicated. I prefer things with fewer strings attached. Having the KGB and MI5 watching through the curtains, that would really put me off.
Molly didn't deserve all that. I wonder what's happened to her.
Well, she hasn't come back for the start of term yet, apparently. Beyond that, who knows? A vanishing lecturer.
Doesn't that worry you?
Not especially.
You're not worried, are you? You've got no secrets to hide?
Not anymore, thanks to Sam.
Sorry, old chap. It's all water under the bridge. New term, things will have settled down, fresh start and all that.
My thoughts exactly. New term, new students. Speaking of which, what do you think of those two over there?
Them? Very nice, I'm sure.
Very nice.
Hold this, will you?
Are you leaving us?
Don't be so possessive, Peter. What are you, the wife? It's like you said, Sam. Never too late for a fresh start. I meant what I said. Hearty congratulations on the paper. You always had that passion, much more than the rest of us. And this sounds like that old conundrum, women or work. Just don't forget your years of struggle. Don't miss this opportunity now. Wouldn't want you missing out on what you deserve.
I think Peter's bright enough to be able to figure out that he can have both here.
All right, Joe. You've made your point.
Right. I'm off to get what I deserve. Don't wait up, chaps.
You're a disgrace, Joe.
Absolutely shocking.
See, rather than these symbols, I wish I had actual conversation options here.
How does he keep doing it and getting away with it?
Well, that guy's a complete Burke, really, but I just hope we can press the right buttons in order to, if I get to choose actually how it goes down, to share the paper. And, well, just let justice be served. So, looks like we're going for a little boat ride, people.
Come on, Pete, pay attention. Head in the bloody clouds again. That's your problem. Pick up the oars and row like I told you.
Oh, it's father again. Wonderful.
Faster than that, son. Come on, keep them both in time.
Doing my best.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, he's such an ass. Just push him over the
And
edge.
try and keep your weight in the middle, too. You don't want to tip us in. What a wonderful start to the holiday that would be.
Oh my god,
Do you wanna
somebody
help?
find a way of shutting this guy up.
If you're listening, son, and trying to work things out for yourself. How would you learn if I did everything for you, eh?
I didn't mean do it all, just take an oar maybe.
Well, say I did and you could only work one oar, then where would we be? We'd be going round in circles. Oh, now, look, there's a strong current coming up. It's a good test, son. Now remember what I taught you, and this won't be a problem. I keep her straight and true. Strong arms. I said strong. No, 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 no!
Trying.
That side! Harder on the port side!
Help!
Jesus, Pete, that one!
Oh, he's a moron. Come on, Peter. Oh, look at that. The Hope and Anchor pub. Up on the
Come on,
iceberg there.
Give it here! Good, you get back there, I'll do it.
God, you know, it's just subtle things like this that can affect somebody's personality for the rest of their lives. But he's turned out to be quite a decent guy,
Right.
in spite of the way his father treated him. And you know, some people think, well, it's not so bad, but it is kind of chipping away bit by bit mentally.
Prove you can go the rest
It's abusive
of the way.
in a way.
Current's not as strong now. Here you go.
You know, sapping his confidence, not encouraging him, telling him he's useless, can't do it right. It's... I'm sure we can all understand that's tough.
I have done my best, Peter. Whatever you do in life, you can't expect anyone to do things for you. My experience. I won't always be here to help.
He'd probably have learnt
There'll come a
quicker
time
without you, if he taught himself.
when you've got to prove you can do something by yourself.
Oh, look. You did it, Peter. You got there, man.
Ahoy! Good row, Captain Hamilton.
Oh, get me away from this thing. It looks calm out there, but it's rougher than you think.
Oh, it does look nice and calm, you're right.
It's the current. Can't you see it?
It's very nasty ripples. Practically a storm surge.
I think if the wind had been in another direction...
Oh, come here. Don't you know me at all by now? Come on, let's walk.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I've got used to being this relaxed. What's it going to be like getting back to college, having to smarten ourselves up? I really like you like this. It's nice. Remember when we met on that train and you were so self-conscious about your shoes?
Oh. That's why we get those,
Oh, I remember. Seems silly now, eh?
those permanent fixtures in choice.
You were wearing that lovely sweater you got on now, weren't you?
What, this? Well, I only bought it recently. It's a new colour for me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't pretend to remember details.
My mistake. My memory must be playing tricks on me.
Ah, strange.
Should have mentioned the suitcase, damn it.
So, do you want the good news?
The good news. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Bring it on.
While you're out, I checked with the hotel and they said we could stay another night. And I thought, why not? Extend this holiday as long as we can. Extend the celebration.
Celebration?
Oh, you know, the summer of work. The fact that it's practically all done now, and perhaps we could celebrate us too.
Us? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Mr. Absolutely Hamill.
I use that word a lot as well.
Oh, stop it. I don't say it like that.
You do, and that's fine.
Yes, mate, she just likes you the way you are. Relax.
Ready to go home soon?
Not in the slightest. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, if I had found someone I could row with, perhaps I could be living here.
Hey, I can row.
Well, that's good, because I think I might be in love.
Wow. Wow.
Oh? Me too.
Well, those two houses up on the cliff, look. Oh, which one should we have, the red or the blue?
Oh, she meant the houses, not me.
Tricky.
Oh, no.
Why not both?
Oh, go on, pick one.
The red house or the blue house? Blue.
Okay, blue.
My choice exactly.
Oh, almost like I knew what you were going to say.
Well, either house looks big enough for me. Maybe more than me one day.
Oh, children, yes, go for it, man.
Well, like I said, one day.
What about your work? Wouldn't you want to finish that first?
Well, finish work before I settle down, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I love my work. You know I do. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I don't see why it has to be one or the other. Would you give up work to have children?
Oh, I don't know which the choices are.
I would. I really would.
Well, I think the thing is, I wouldn't expect a man to give it all up. Not if he really loved his work. So why does the rest of the world think that we should give it all up? I keep thinking about all these bright young women I'm teaching, and I'm scared. I'm scared that despite all they've achieved, despite the fact that they're walking out into the world with a degree from Cambridge, the first thing they'll be asked is, how fast can you type?
God.
You're probably right. It's a real waste of talent.
It really is a waste, you're right. Even the jobs they get, they're not expected to keep once they've had children. All it needs is people to stand up to it.
No, you're right. I think women have every right to state their claim.
Not a woman this time. Women have been making a stand, throwing themselves under horses since the suffragettes. We need men to start fighting for it.
You can count on me.
I hope you do make a stand. Won't become part of all that. It's not easy, you know. A lot of people are still living in the dark ages about all this. Your professor, for one, I'll bet.
I'm pretty sure you're right about
I
him.
think you're probably right there.
He doesn't know about any of this, does he?
This work?
Exactly. The work we've done. You will tell him, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll go straight to his office as soon as we're back.
Cross your heart.
Of course.
Cross my heart.
Good.
Now, do you think that boat there is going to merge into
This
the one we
is
saw
good,
in the
isn't it?
lake?
It is.
Well, I mean, I'd like to think the world has changed a little bit from the attitude she's describing there. But I think we all know that there are definitely pockets of not only the world, perhaps even large pockets of the world, where those attitudes still very much exist. Most of us, normal people, don't really seem to apply a role depending on your sex or gender, but there are those out there that still don't really get it. Look at this, it's got a proper front door. Oh, this is bizarre. So we found the ship. We've got no idea whether this is Russian, Norwegian.
Peter, marvellous to see you. Do come in. Take a seat.
This is the guy I think dobbed in on
I
Molly.
have to say, I'm delighted.
You read the final draft?
Of course, all the salient points. I must say it's very impressive.
Well, I must say I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Not at all. It's your work. I think the direction you took it gave it something of real value. Well, as I say, quite apart from the climate side of things, the method you developed to track radiation, I can see it having far-reaching implications, and not just in your own field. It's marvelous.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, first-rate piece of work, Peter. First-rate. This other name on here, Dr. Clara McKirrick. I presume we could drop that.
Which one says no?
Drop it? Why would I do that?
Oh, well, I understand you probably had some little research assistants, but...
See, she was right.
Secretaries. we just don't usually put the name on the front cover of the paper.
Oh, good God.
What are you suggesting?
Tell me, have you seen your friend Joseph recently? Samuel?
No, red means bad.
I have.
So I'm going to keep
Doing
picking that.
so well in their new positions. I would dearly love to see the same for you, Peter. And more for you.
What's his problem? I don't get it. What's he
Thank you.
threatened by?
It would be so well deserved after all these years, especially after the risk I took.
Risk? Risk?
Risk.
A boy from a grammar school, first in his family
Oh,
to make it to university.
grammar school.
You know what I'm saying.
So he's a snob in many
It's been
areas
really
then.
wonderful to give you this opportunity. I would just hate you to throw it away by misattributing your own hard work, that's all, for whatever reasons you might have.
Right, just punch him or
Throwing
something.
it away. What do you mean?
I mean, there is a world of possibility out there for you. Well, as I say, it really is very good, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
You've given it to someone else already.
I knew a few who I thought might be interested. I thought you'd be pleased. In fact, I think you might want to prepare yourself for being the center of attention for a little while. I'm sure you would be able to cope, but I think it's perhaps not quite the sort of thing you'd like to foist on a young woman's shoulders.
Oh God, how do I tell him to sod off?
I see. And okay to foist upon a man's, of course.
Quite. And I've no doubt you'd be up to the challenge yourself. With this name on here, there is a good chance it will cause problems.
What kind of problems, you moron?
I'm sure I could handle them.
This isn't all about you, I'm afraid. There could be problems for everyone. Clara was close with Molly Shanahan, wasn't she? The one suspected of being a communist spy.
No,
I'm afraid I don't know.
I don't know, I just went for I don't know.
How close they were is the real question. Clara joined Molly on that anti-British protest march, I hear.
People are saying Clara's a spy now.
Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's started digging. Yet. A lot of people, very important people, believe you are either with this country or against it. Some of the benefactors of this college, for example. My father used to call this university one of the greatest contributions Britain has made to the world. I would agree with that. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I'd hate to be the one to undermine it. The affair with this Cambridge 4 business has been bad enough. We can't change the past, Peter. But we can learn from it. Before we fool ourselves into remembering it too kindly. Now, with this name on here, and the associations one might make, you see what I'm saying?
Well, I know what you're saying, but I think you're being a dick about it.
But I really think her name should stay.
Yes.
God, Peter, I am trying to make you understand something. This is precisely the way the rot sets in. It's the slow knife. Members of this university were recruited to spy for the Soviet Union 10 years ago. Now members of this university are demanding we lay down our weapons. The only defense we have against the very same foreign power. What happens in 10 years' time? And what happens to the integrity of this college in 10 years? If you share your work on a whim with a girl you've taken a fancy to, and what happens 10 years after that? One cannot survive by making oneself vulnerable. That is why this university is still here. That is why I am still here. I hope you understand how much I care about your success. It's so common for work to fade into obscurity after it's published. It would be a shame if yours were denied my full-throated support, especially after so many years.
I've spent years working on this.
I cannot make your decisions for you, Peter. By all means, publish with Clara as a co-author if you're feeling generous, but if you do, you'll have to take your chances. It would be difficult for me to bring to bear any influence I have.
I think I'll have to take that chance.
By way of illustration, I have an address in Whitehall to give you.
Whitehall?
Afraid I can't tell you much more now, but he's a good man. Cambridge man. And you may find there's one more reason to leave Clara out of things. I'm sure things will become clear soon.
Clearer, Clara?
I think you've made things very clear.
Well, let me know what you decide. Just knock any time.
Wow.
My door is always open.
Wow. Guys, I'm going to leave it right here. And I'm just going to press the pause there because I don't want you to see what's about to happen, because you're going to have to come back and watch the next part. Man, those old-fashioned attitudes, like, you know, defense of the realm is everything. I mean, I understand if there's aggressors around, but you got to get your facts right before you start. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just enough. Just enough, please. Stop. Guys, thank you for watching. This is turning out to be quite the story. The position that the university is putting him in is awful, terrible. And I'm not saying I condone their thought process, but you can kind of see what they're looking at. You know, the way they're trying to wriggle this into being, you know, it looking bad on them. But they are using it, you know, this disguise of national security. But I think there's more to it than that. There's a hidden agenda in there deep down. Maybe they don't even realize themselves. I've got this horrible feeling, though, that the reason Peter is in Antarctica and he's having all these memories, I think there's this horrific strength of a sense of guilt. And I do hope that doesn't mean that he makes the wrong choice. The wrong choice as we see it right now. I mean, we're still to find out more information from whoever this person is at Whitehall, right? Whitehall's this government institution, or it's the location where a lot of government work does go down. Deep work, if you didn't know. So that'll be interesting. We're going to find out. He said there's maybe another reason why you want to keep her out of it. Now, maybe he's angling that I might want to protect her from something. But, of course, if I did go down that road, and I can't tell Clara about why I took her name off the paper to protect her, she's going to be angry anyway. I mean, it's just going to be a horrible path if it goes that way. But anyway, look, it might all be roses. But this is a drama. This is a great play, though. Beautifully done. Would work really well on stage. I think it would give the set designers a challenge, but I would love to see something like this on stage. It's beautifully performed. Anyway, I'll stop talking now so you can get on and watch another video, or watch the next one in this series, which will be coming up very soon, probably tomorrow. All the best. Take care. Thanks again. Good night.